When it comes to the everyday purchases we need and make, there are plenty of options. But that wasn't always the case. Join me, Brandon Layne, as I track down the pioneers, inventors, and stories behind that one idea that gave life to an entire industry. This is Trailblazers. In today's kitchen, we can go from fresh chicken to a 5-star restaurant quality meal all in under 10 minutes, but that has not always been the case. If not for the ingenuity of one man, we still might be relying on open flames like the cavemen. Today, you're going to learn about how one Titanic survivor went on to create a multi-billion-dollar industry. His determination, curiosity, and vision created a device you probably use every day. We're talking about the microwave. Not many people know that discovering the awesome power of those little appliances was made by mistake. It all started with a melted chocolate bar and a man named Percy Spencer. Spencer had a humble beginning in North Maine, having dropped out of grammar school in 1901 when he was just 7 years old to work at the local paper mill. Luckily for all of us popcorn lovers, Spencer didn't stay in paper. While rare at the time for such a rural area, the mill used electricity, and this sparked Spencer's curiosity. See what we did there? More electrifying puns to come, promise. He quickly started to pick up the ins and outs of electrical currents and flows, even without formal training. Through trial and error and maybe a few frizzy hairdos, he learned all about this powerful force. His curiosity and love of electricity took him out of his small Maine town and into the Navy, where he could explore wireless communications, a growing field in the early 20th century. Spencer's knowledge of this emerging technology opened the door of opportunity. He accepted a position on the most technologically advanced ship of the day, the Titanic. Yes, that Titanic. Who knew this giant ship and essential innovation would have an overlap? Spencer was on board the evening that it tragically sunk. Luckily for Spencer and those cramming college kids, he was one of the fortunate few who survived. After tempting fate, he returned to the Navy to further his knowledge of technology. The Navy's expansion of capabilities introduced the young inventor to Raytheon, a technology contractor for the U.S. government. Spencer joined Raytheon and spearheaded the improvement of their magnetrons used in radar equipment. What's a magnetron? Glad you asked. It's a high-powered vacuum tube that generates microwaves using electrons and a magnetic field. Long before magnetrons were helping any of us snack, they were helping the U.S. and its allies track enemy movements. While working on magnetron tubes in the lab, Spencer noticed that chocolate bars were melting in his and his co-workers' pants. Yes, you heard that correctly. More than one person was carrying chocolate in their pants. He was curious why the bars melted at a faster rate around the magnetrons. Spencer, always the tinkerer, began a process of trial and error to understand why the chocolate melted. We just hope he brought a few marshmallows. As with any great invention, there was trial and error along the way. Next, he put corn kernels on the tube. The kernels popped quickly, creating the first ever microwave popcorn. The popcorn success didn't mean the magnetron was kitchen ready though. The tubes were still enormous, highly technical, and just a tad dangerous. Clearly the system needed some tweaking, so Spencer added a high-density electromagnetic field generator and put it in a metal box. This secured the food and kept these chocolate melting waves inside the box. With some of the major kinks worked out by 1947, the microwave was born. Granted, it still had a ways to go. The first one was 800 pounds and cost $5,000, about $75,000 in today's dollars. But hey, he could reheat his leftovers, and you can't put a price on that. Over the years, companies continued to make smaller, less expensive microwaves. Half a century later, more than 90% of homes have a microwave, not to mention the countless offices, dorms, and restaurants. So Spencer must have been paid handsomely for this enormous contribution to kitchen culture, right? Sadly, no. For all his work, Spencer only received the satisfaction of knowing he made life easier for everyone. Oh, and a whopping $2 check. Yeah, some royalties would have been much more satisfying. Spencer's innovation and curiosity in the kitchen inspired others to rethink how technology can enhance food prep. Over the years, other great minds have added to and improved the microwave, bringing new technologies and methods into the kitchen that have never existed before. Modern microwaves have an incredible ability to assist in the kitchen and better the food we eat, going far beyond melting chocolate. Take, for example, the Breville Combi Wave 3-in-1 microwave. This modern miracle brings delicious and healthy meals to the table through 3 separate functions. The air fry feature allows you to make perfectly crisp fries. The convection oven makes roast chicken a breeze. And the microwave, well, you know what a microwave does. It's safe to say the microwave has come a long way from ruining the pockets of scientists' pants. The food you'll make for dinner tonight is in part thanks to one man's curiosity and occasional good fortune. Percy Spencer and his microwave brought a new mindset to mealtime. He demonstrated that technology had a place in the kitchen, and he opened the doors to other dreamers and inventors, paving the way for the incredible array of the kitchen technology we now have. Tools that make life easier, healthier, and tastier. So whether you're looking to cook a perfectly moist turkey or you just want some buttered popcorn, we all need to tip our hat to the great Percy Spencer, the grandfather of the modern microwave. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Trailblazers, only on Shopflix.